Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Captain's Log. I'm Scotty Roberts, your radio captain. And tonight, I want to tell you, you are not required to solve tomorrow tonight. Or if we use the more nautical terms, you don't have to chart the whole ocean before you turn into your rack tonight. So, the Captain's Log is kind of the evening watch here tonight. The wind's doing what it does. It's coming from everywhere all at once, and I'm sure you experienced this. You know what I'm talking about. And the compass just spinning a little bit tonight. But the ship's still afloat. And that, friends, is already something worth noting. For me, maybe for you, maybe for all of us, but maybe not for everyone tonight. There are nights when the sea is calm, and there's nights when it asks more questions than it answers. And tonight feels like the latter. My day has unanswered questions of all sorts. Do you have those kinds of days? Questions on an emotional level, questions on a familial level, questions on interpersonal levels, all kinds of questions that you're faced with, decisions you might need to be making, things you want to make decisions on, but aren't sure how to do it, and you're left with that bundle of knots at the end of your day. And are you going to carry that with you into bed tonight? Are you going to think about that? Are you going to let it weigh you down, knot you up, maybe give you dreams you don't want to have, anxiety dreams? Your brain is trying to process things. So here we go. There's a quiet lie that most of us believe when the lights go down and the world finally stops asking for things for the day. The lie says this: if I just think hard enough, if I replay the day one more time, and like we said last night, if I calculate all the what ifs of the day, I can fix tomorrow before it arrives. Have you ever done that? If I just sit here now, think about the day, all the stuff that happened today, where I need to be, where I want to be, I can fix all the problems tonight. Sometimes we do it just sitting by ourselves, sometimes with somebody to talk to, sometimes over a snifter of good single malt Highland Scotch. But we sit on the edge of our bunks and we're staring at the dark and we're trying to chart the waters that we haven't even reached yet. It's like, well, I haven't even gotten there, but I think I can chart it from here if I think really good. But here's the truth. And it's one that took me a long time to learn. And frankly, I'm still learning. You're not required to solve tomorrow tonight. That's simple. Tomorrow has its own light, its own weather, its own set of hands on the wheel. Tonight's only job is to get the ship safely through this watch, the night watch. And so you can't steer the whole ocean from one point on the map. You can't make decisions for people who aren't on deck with you. You ever think about that? All the people in your life that your decisions float around, you can't make decisions for people who aren't there with you. And you can't force clarity to show up just because you're tired of waiting for it. Oh, give me clarity and give everybody around me clarity and honesty and truth. And sometimes we get tired of waiting for it. But that doesn't mean we can force anything on anyone. So sometimes the wisest thing a captain, all of us, can do is reef the sails, secure the lines, and say, we'll take this up again when the sun's back on the water tomorrow. and you let it go for the night. And uncertainty doesn't mean you're failing. Uncertainty does not mean you're failing. It means you're human. We're all human. Everybody I have to deal with is human, as far as I know. I'm human too, and they have to deal with me. So, in the rest, real rest I'm talking about, isn't quitting, it's maintenance. Sometimes you need to soak your feet in hot water. Sometimes you need to massage your legs because they're on fire. Sometimes you need to take a soaking bath or a shower and just crawl into bed, read, or just go to sleep, whatever it takes. And leave for tomorrow what tomorrow can fix. So, ships that never pause don't prove their strength. They prove how close they are to breaking. Words given on that. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to have it all figured out to be doing just fine. You don't need answers tonight to be still moving forward. You don't need resolution to be worthy of peace. But you do have to have truth and honesty to make sure whatever direction you're taking is filled and imbued with wisdom and you're moving the direction you should. Not necessarily always what you fantasize or want, it's where you need to be. And sometimes it's based on everyone around you. That's why it doesn't always have to be made quickly. So sometimes progress looks like this. I did what I could today. I stayed afloat, and I'll take the next bearing when morning comes. And that's not weakness. That is seamanship. Now, you never thought you'd have to get up tomorrow and conduct seamanship. I don't think there's many of you who are sailors on the high seas. So take the metaphor, be the captain of your own ship, and tomorrow we'll wait for your decision, especially if there's not clarity tonight. Don't force it. Words given on that. Now, here's some affirmations. And let these be entered into the log. So it shall be written, so it shall be done. I always have to use my Yule Brynner voice, playing Ramses from the Ten Commandments. So it shall be written, so it shall be done. So, I am allowed to rest without guilt. Rest without guilt. I'm allowed that. Say that to yourself. I'm allowed to rest without guilt. I am allowed to leave questions unanswered for one night. I'm allowed to trust that tomorrow will bring what tonight may not or cannot. And I do not need to carry the whole voyage on this single watch. So, if you're listening to this, hear my voice from your own quiet deck, from a kitchen table, a sofa in the living room curled up with your knees up, a parked car, a bedside lamp. Know this, you've done enough for today. The ship is sound. The horizon is still going to be there in the morning. And whatever waits ahead can wait one more night. This is the captain, standing relieved, turning in the watch, wishing you calm seas, at least until dawn, where you can pick it all up and get started. But at least you'll be rested in body, mind, and spirit. And I will add this. If you try this and you still have a fitful night, or you still wake up non-rested, it's time to look and see what might be holding back peace and clarity. And you'll deal with that tomorrow. Until then, stay the course. Now, everybody, I don't want you to be disappointed. Hawk says drugs is responsible for my survival rate. There it is. And hello, everybody. I'm glad to have you here. We are not going to do a Captain's Cabin tonight, the extended after show. My brain is a little fried tonight. And so I'm admitting that to all of you. So I don't think I could hold up for another hour, hour and a half. So we are not going to do that tonight. Just a couple of minutes right now. I want to say hey to people who are in the chat room. And by the way, over there in Instagram land, I'm going to let you go. Good night. So Instagram is now gone. And so Barbie D, good to see you. Michelle Canham Free, Freedom, good to see you. Roger, good to see you as well. And let's see. End. Nope, wrong button. Exit. Remove. There we go. Oh, hey, Barbie D. I clicked on that by mistake. So, let's see. Who else we got in here? I said hi to Hawk. He is here. I'll talk to you in the morning. Waiting for the sunrise is one thing. Not drowning in the night is another. Yeah, you got that right. Make sure your bed is on stilts. So, let's see. Take comfort in the knowledge, says Michelle, that you have a 100% survival rate of your most difficult days and nights. So far, I have. So I'll accept that. And Barbie D says, I should learn to live like that, Scotty. And Hawk, his drugs statement. Scotty, I rest every day, says Barbie D, and I don't feel guilty about it. LOL. Well, damn straight and damn Skippy. So we stay in the eddy, says Michelle. That's true. And Roger says, have a good night, Scotty. Thank you for the log tonight. Everybody, thank you for being here. We're not going to prolong this any longer. Have a good night's sleep. And I'm not a proponent of procrastination. That's not what I mean by let tomorrow do it. I'm a huge proponent of saying, don't let it eat you alive tonight. Get some rest and let tomorrow take care of itself. And that's all. So everybody, thanks for being here. And I will see you again tomorrow. Stay the course.